Diagnosed with advanced, metastatic or stage 4 pancreatic cancer. What does this mean? I'm Nicci and I'm one of the specialist nurses at Pancreatic Cancer UK. This video will explain what this diagnosis means, what happens next and where you can get support. What does the diagnosis mean? If the cancer has spread to other parts of the body, this is called stage 4, advanced or metastatic cancer. It may have spread to your lungs, liver or the lining of your tummy, which is called the peritoneum. Your doctor may call the cancer inoperable or unresectable, which means that surgery to remove the cancer is not an option. What are the treatment options? You may be able to have chemotherapy to slow down the growth of the cancer and control any symptoms.
I decided to have chemotherapy. I had read a little bit about the chemotherapy and that it would hopefully extend my life and to have as best quality of life as I possibly can have, and which I think I am having. I'm very, very lucky after being diagnosed in 2021 with stage 4, and I'm still here and I'm still feeling well.
You may also want to look into taking part in a clinical trial. Clinical trials are carefully controlled medical research studies that involve people. Most pancreatic cancer trials are looking at new treatments or different ways of using current treatments. You can use our clinical trial finder to find current trials at pancreaticcancer.org.uk/trial finder.
I was on the Pancreatic Cancer UK website and came across a section on clinical trials. So I had a look at what a clinical trial involved. I was slightly aware of what they do, but primarily I was thinking, well, had it not been for people before me going on clinical trials, I would not have access to the chemotherapy that I have now.
You can ask your doctor any questions you have about your treatment options or about trials. Treatment for advanced cancer won't cure the cancer, but it may help you live longer and generally help you feel better. When treatment to control the cancer isn't an option, some people with advanced pancreatic cancer may not be able to have treatment that aims to control their cancer. For example, they might not be physically well enough for treatments like chemotherapy. Or some people decide not to have treatment for their own reasons. Whatever your situation, there is medical, emotional and practical support available. And you will still be able to have treatment for any symptoms that you may have. Who can help with your symptoms? You may be referred to a specialist palliative care team or supportive care team. Some people find the thought of palliative care upsetting, but these services are not just for people at the end of their life. They should be available at any point during treatment or care for people with cancer that can't be cured. These services provide specialist care to manage symptoms such as pain and feeling sick. They also provide emotional and practical support, and they will also offer support to your family. If you haven't been referred for specialist palliative or supportive care, do ask your medical team or GP about this. We have a lot more information about palliative care on our website at pancreaticcancer.org.uk/palliative. Coping with a diagnosis of pancreatic cancer.
When it sunk in that I had inoperable cancer, it was, the only way I can describe it, it was surreal. I didn't really think it was happening to me. It just was so surreal. And I went upstairs and I cried like I've never cried in my life before. And then all of a sudden, this calmness came over me. Just this complete calmness. And I thought, right, I've got this. I have to live with this. And I want to live with this. And I want to try and live as decent and as good as life as I can. And don't get me wrong, I still have little wobbly moments where I get a bit tearful, but nothing like that. Nothing like that.
If you have been diagnosed with pancreatic cancer, you may be feeling shock, sadness and fear. This is normal and getting support can help. Talk to your nurse and medical team about how you feel. You might find it helpful to speak to us on our support line. We are all specialist nurses and we can provide emotional support, talk you through what happens next and answer any questions that you have.
You're not alone in this either. That's the big thing as well, to know that you don't have to face this alone. You're only a phone call away from speaking to someone who's so knowledgeable and so caring about the disease and who's got the time to sit and talk to you.
Contact our free support line on 0808 801 0707 or email nurse@pancreaticcancer.org.uk. You can also find us online at pancreaticcancer.org.uk.